Good morning, world. I am your host, John. Some people call me the guy, but I'm just John. Apologies, I got to do this a little early today because, uh, you know, just going with the flow of daily life things pop up. So I'm personally recording this just to so when the time comes that I said I would do this, I can just post it. But don't mind having my water and my figs. And today's topic is going to be growth and progress. But I already know accidentally some of these other topics are going to come in the mix of it because being on two categories for a period of time is going to lead to the other topics because everything that happens all connects. So got my positive vibes because that's all I'm spreading. That's all I got. So I'm gonna start with this one. I just seen my friends. I call her my BFFFA, Dietrich. She knows who she is. And her post was, "You can't change." No, it said either you change your situation or your mindset. That wasn't gonna be my topic, but caught my attention. Some people don't realize in order for your situation to change and to fix whatever it is that you got going on, as I was explaining yesterday, there's something in your path or something blocking you that's keeping you from reach the potential, whatever it is that you're trying to do. So this is why we continue to repeat the same cycle, and we'll get pulled back down. We'll get pulled back down, and now we back at square one again because you're trying to change an entire situation without changing your mindset. Period. You can't change your situation without elevation. That's just simple as that. I learned that on my own experience. I tried to change so many situations and get out of it and run from shit that I didn't even feel as though I had to deal with. But it's a small shit like that tends to linger around somehow. So I came about, you know what? Wow, I'm tired of repeating the same situations. I'm tired of going through the same shit. Like, why am I 30 motherfucking 4 and I keep going through the same things? Then it just came to me at doing the job with my friend. Yo, God, I'm tired of this shit. These are my words. I said, I'm tired of this shit. Like, ain't you tired of having to worry about your boss fucking up your hours or messing with your pay or trying to extend your pay time to another time? And it's like you're always on somebody else's time, regardless of how you look at it. If you have credit cards, if you have anything credit, you're on somebody's time. You're always going to owe somebody. I don't care how much money you got. Tracy Morgan said that. I mean, I'm sorry, not Tracy Morgan. Lil Duval said that, and that stuck with me on that one. He said, "Why? I mean, I don't have credit cards. I don't own credit cards. Why I gotta have credit cards for? I mean, if you do what you do, if you got your money, and if you have the money to buy it, buy it. So then you know for sure you own it, and there's no liens on nothing. There's no, there won't be no bankruptcy on that end. So basically, the moral of that part is whatever it is that you want, why not just go buy it? That way you'll have it and you'll own it. and you can do whatever you want. You can have that joint sitting or whatever it is, whatever it might be that you got, or whatever. But back to what this to the topics, you can't elevate your mind. You can't change your situation without elevation. So stop trying to make something work with your significant other if you see no hope in that. If you see no, everything you go through is temporary. Everything that comes in your life is temporary. That includes people, people as well. And I'm not, don't take this no way, but it includes family. It includes everybody. Everybody in your life is temporary. You were here, put here by yourself. You're going to go by yourself. You might have children that go before you. You might have other siblings that go before you. But it all, at the end of the day, leads to yourself. You have to maintain and get through that hurt and pain that you got to go through because of the situations, but continue to keep your mind in that same state of the, what do you call it, not depression, but mourning or whatever it might be that you're doing. It's, you're keeping yourself there. That's the negative energy that you're bringing back. Thoughts, through thoughts. Now it's just a more process, and eventually everybody gets over it or whatever. Then it becomes a memory. Everything becomes a memory. Look at it like a dream. Now, my bad. I keep going off topics and everything. It happens. So I'm just going to start let it ride or whatever. But I was just telling somebody yesterday that slid by, and I was telling them about how we create our own paths and everything, and I was explaining them through dreams. Like, look at our dreams. We dream, we daydream. Now, I discovered this along the paths, and the word for that is astral projection, and a lot of people don't know about that. We'll believe it's just a dream, and then we'll just go with the flow, like whatever. But then they don't realize further down the time, after you have that dream, then you will get a deja vu feeling. And of course, we all know the deja vu is, you've seen this before, something happened before, but what happens next? My belief on that theory is we dream. And when we dream when our body's in its most relaxing state, which is rest. So once you rest, your mind, of course, we all know that, starts doing the work, which means you astral project you're leaving your conscious is you're leaving your body. Your conscious is leaving its body, and it travels through it travels and it finds your energy in whatever realm you exist in again. So people don't think that we're just in one world and nothing else in this world or universe lives again. They make things and they show y'all movies based on things that exist, or else they wouldn't even have the set to the knowledge to complete whatever it is. But anyway, we actually project ourselves from our body, our realm, to another realm, and we become ourself in that other realm. So if, let's say for instance, you still happen to discover something and it gets you wealthy in the dream. So now you're a rich guy or a girl in the dream or whatever, and all you know is from your conscience. You have another conscience, and the conscience that's there with your body is like, you know, it's a dream, but it feels real. It feels real, but you know you're asleep. So you in the dream and things are happening, and you won't understand the concept of a dream until you learn how to clear your mind, learn how to heal, clean yourself out. It's easier to do when you clean yourself out, when you eating healthy. So now you're able to expand your mind's horizon or whatever. So you in a dream, you're a millionaire, and in that dream, you're supposed to gather the intel on how you got to that part of your life in that dream. So when you wake up the next morning, the first thing that comes to your thought is the dream, whatever happened in the dream. So now you're going to write that down. And when you write that down, it's going to be in your conscience now. So now it's dead in the center of your head now, because you had a clear mind and you learn how to gather the intel from the dreams that got you successful in that dream. And now you're going to start that here in this reality. So in due time, whenever you get to that point where you're going to hit the deja vu point, now you discover what the deja vu was. The deja vu, basically, to me, is when you have a dream when you have the dream, that's one of your chances of success. Now, in the dream, if you miss the message in the dream, it becomes a deja vu, because you just missed that opportunity in the time frame that you had in that other time, wherever it was at. They're giving you the hints and the clues to your own success, and you're doing that yourself. We're not just hearing; it's just us hearing this in ourselves. Like, come on now, we talk to ourselves. You can read in silent. You're talking to yourself. I know it might sound crazy or stupid to some people, but some won't understand, and I don't expect them to. I mean, you're probably looking at me like, but Lope, we know you, this and that. We know how your life was. We know how you grew up. Exactly. If you know that part, then you should be able to understand and see the change that I made with myself. I'm no longer the same John, period. I made amends, and I done came good and clean with everything that I had issues with. People, things that had to do with myself, everything. I have no grudges. I never held grudges. I don't hold grudges. I don't argue. I don't do none of that. None of that's irrelevant. And it wastes time. Time is of the essence again. Yeah, so that's my whole concept of the dreams and astral projection. You're supposed to create your own journey through your dreams. We dream for a reason. Dreams don't just happen because. I know y'all had a dream where y'all flying or something and you can't land and you scrape all this shit up, but you don't feel it. You just get up like whatever. And then you have dreams where, let's say you're having intercourse or something. It feels really shit. It feels so real to where you wake up in the middle of your sleep to make sure you're really still asleep. Like, this is what we fail to realize, and we need to learn how to value these dreams and take intel from it to get you somewhere in life in this present time. But that's just my thoughts on things, and that's my advice on it. I'm giving the advice because I'm doing it myself as well. So I'm not going to give advice to somebody or tell somebody something that can and will help them unless I experienced it and went through it. I'm talking about the weight loss and the health thing and the diet change, because I went through that own transition myself. Like, come on, look at me. I'm sitting here. I can sit in Indian style again and won't feel anything. I'll be fine. Look at that, flat stomach. I'm cool. I feel good. I have so much energy. It makes no sense. I don't know what to do with my energy. This is why I'm doing this. I talk too much. Y'all know that if you know me. It's to the point where anything that comes to my head is a thought. It goes in this book. It's like I write. You have to write. Now I discovered this along the way. I don't know why it took so long, but whatever. You see, I have so many things to talk about, period. Like, another thing that can go in the same topic is approval. This is America's number one problem. I'm not even going to say America. I'm going to say us black people. That is our number one problem. We always seek approval of others for your own destiny. Like, why do we do that? I don't know. I know, but if somebody was to ask you that, you wouldn't have an answer for it. It's like we seek the approval from everybody's life for you. Okay, let's say, for instance, I'm about to go do this gig or something. I mean, I know what the gig is going to pay me. I know what the gig is going to do. I know the outcome of that and the reason why I'm doing it. And I was supposed to do something else, but I chose this over that because it was going to get me somewhere. And so I go to take it, and whoever I was supposed to go and do whatever with, yo, what's going on? What you change your mind? Yeah, I'm gonna go do this joint first. What you about to go do? Now I'm about to go do this gig real quick. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like a little this time, but they're gonna be out here like, man, you can make that out here. You can do this or whatever there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you weren't supposed to, this was supposed to be a joint we supposed to set up. Like, well, a joint is like a thing or a project or whatever. If you want to know what a joint is, and apologies with the verbs, I mean with the verbal side, but I'm working on that. But the moral of that part is I chose to go and do something productive with myself other than doing that. So now this paid out in the long run, and this guy judge my friend would try to judge. This didn't happen, but I'm just an example. He would judge you because he feels as though doing that is lame, it's stupid, it's boring, it's pointless, or whatever. So fuck that. Don't do that. Come do this over here or whatever. So now you sit here thinking, he got a point. He right. I mean, I could, but at the end of the day, that's going to be eating you up. Like, damn, I could have been doing this and making legal money and doing something productive, which could have led me to do something else in life. But and then I chose to sit here and whatever it is that we supposed to be doing didn't even happen. So now I'm just sitting here looking stupid now. It's like you sitting here, if it's not cool to somebody else, you would really sit there and think to yourself, is it really cool or is it stupid? Now that's the doubt starting to happen again. You doubting yourself and whatever it is you want to do based on other people's approval. Like, who the fuck is you to tell me what's cool and what's not cool? Okay, are you doing anything that I can learn from and take information that I know can get me somewhere? No, you're not. You're in the same predicament that I'm in. You're actually under. You're lower than what I am. So you are not eligible to converse with me on the level of knowledge that I'm intaking. So I'm not going to sit here and listen to what you got to say about. I don't need your approval to do what I want to do. See, this is what we like to do, and then when we post, I've been looking on social media lately, and we post our entire life. It's like y'all post your entire life. I can sit here and if I was a mass murderer, I know your every move. I know what you do, the time, the days, everything. It's like you post something to go on. If you want to go somewhere, you want to wear something, you give Facebook or Instagram an ultimate, or not an ultimate, but you ask, hey, what do y'all think I should wear? What y'all think? Which one y'all think look right with this and these shoes or whatever and this wig or whatever? What you think? Man, I think you should wear that dress with the shirt though, cause you know you want to do your own thing. Like get on your Kanye West and Pharrell and Clash stuff or whatever, and wear the shoes to match the top. But fuck the color, ain't nobody gonna look at. They gonna see swag, drip drop. Okay, like all right now, but you wanna really wear this, but because that person, all right, and because that person is a popular person to Facebook or whatever, you're gonna listen to them and you're gonna say fuck it. Now you out here wherever you at and somewhere, and if it's an all grown up thing, then you're gonna be looked at like you dumb as fuck. Like what the fuck are you? What the fuck is this? Fuck you, Skittle, taste the rainbow ass nigga. What the fuck is this? And then you got on some burgundy shoes to go with it, but you wearing a yellow highlight and all. Like what? They're gonna get judge the shit out of you. They're gonna flame on you because you look stupid. Because and with that and the person who chose this the word of shit like that's so popular to you, you done did it, and that person wouldn't even fucking did that shit. See, it's like we set ourselves back based on other people's approval. We stop where we don't want to be. Then you gotta it goes right back around. and your life is going to continue to repeat the same cycle until you change it. And the only way you can change that is to change your mental. You change your mental, you change your health ways, you're going to see everything much clearer. Like it's going to be so clear to you. You're going to start thinking. You're going to look at everything like, damn, why didn't I do this before? Like, why was my mind so cloudy when I really needed it to be like that at the time? See, it's not meant for you to see things. I seen this video on Facebook yesterday. The old head in the car. I know we all probably seen it already, and I shared it. Old head said that was the deepest shit I heard in a long time. I can't even remember I know what he said, but I can't quote it how he said it. But it's on my page on my Facebook, John Lopez, and it's a deep message, and that's a perfect example of what I be talking on, or whatever. He set himself back so much from other people's approval and everything, and it led him to be in the position he is now. And two young kids, took the time to listen to that, and I hope that message got them somewhere, and I hope that they learn something from that, so they can change the ways that they're doing at an early age. So when it's time for them to be somewhere, the man expect us to be somewhere at a certain age. They expect our mind to be at a certain level at a certain age. That if we were to have all this intel that we have now, that the schools never taught us, and that they're keeping from us, so we won't know, so we won't be successful or succeed in life. Period. We would have been raised a whole nother way, and I know our life would be a different lifestyle. Perfect example. Look at See, the new generation now have way more advantage than what we did growing up. Look how easy it is for them to succeed. Look how successful they are. They getting so quick, and I'm just like, damn, why? Like, how they getting all this so quick? Like, I used to do stuff like that, but the advantage they have is social media, electronics. We ain't have no phones growing up. We had none of this shit. Our internet, ding ding ding. We had AOL type internet shit. We couldn't webcam nothing. If we wanted to talk something on the phone, we had to go to the person's backyard. We had to go to the crib and sit on the step for hours, and we busted up. This generation know nothing about that. Now, the new generation, they young making it. Now we all grown as shit, and we the parents of half these kids. Like, damn, like what is it? Social media. You can figure a way out. They figuring a way out. At the young age, it's sad to say that now. And it's like it's sad sometimes now, because I'm not even gonna say it that way. I'm gonna look at it like this. Everybody was born for a reason. There's some people were born into it, and the people that were born into it wish that they had it like we had it. That was given to them. They were born into that. They don't know the struggles. They don't know this and that. So they're gonna keep fucking up in their lives because they don't know how life really is. It's like let's say my dad was a god, like a real Egyptian god. So let's say he was a real Egyptian god, and I was born into the royalty. So after I'm forced be to train to be a god. I'm forced to intake all this intel to live the ways of how my father did. So when he passes on, I'll have to take over the throne, and that's forced upon you. You have no choice but to learn that. Versus us now, coming in poverty and with nothing and projects, we're learning from the ground up, literally. So when we finally reach our peak, and we made it finally, we can look back and tell a whole story on how we got there. Versus you telling a God's story. At the age of this, he trained his entire life, and from the ages of this to this. But if it wasn't the real experience of how we had to experience life, that book is going to be so short, because the knowledge they got only came through one person or three people, and it stayed right in a little circle, so it wasn't able to expand nowhere. Like, this is why the world is now. Guys didn't create the world, the life to be like it is. They didn't create the world how it is. They didn't create you to eat animals. They didn't create you to eat none of that. Animals have a life like we have a life. They got families like we got families. They probably go to work and hustle, do the same shit we do, but they're just animals doing it. But we're human. We got to put ourselves in the footsteps or whatever of whatever animals that you see getting slaughtered or whatever that have babies. Look at your dogs and the cats having puppies and kittens. That's a whole family. We don't know how they think or what they could be possibly doing because we're not them. The way that we know we think is the same way a dog or a cat would know they think. If they didn't, how would they know what to do when they do it? How would they know not to listen? Like, come on. You gotta look at things like that. You have to become one with everything around you. Become one with everything in the world, or else you will never understand that. And see, this basically was I just basically freestyled this, and I just started talking. Like talking is anything happens, or whatever. So, I mean, I hope I said some positive energy out of that one. I hope I said something to somebody that they can change their view of things and help them go through whatever it is they're going through. And I wish you I'm not going to say I wish you the best. I'm rooting for you. I'm keeping that positive. It can't get no positive than that. I don't know the guy on Instagram that I was watching. I'm not Instagram, but YouTube. I was watching down in Baltimore when I started my whole transition. But he says breathe in some of that good Esperana. That's like the air. It's the world. I'm looking at it as if the world, you intake all of that, you're becoming one with it, and you're releasing yourself into it. It might sound weird to y'all, of course, because y'all haven't gone through whatever I've been through. Some might have, some might haven't. So some can understand where I'm coming from with it, or what I'm saying. But I'm saying this too because I don't want people to make, or the younger people, or I don't want people to make the mistakes that I did. So I'm trying to help solve them before they make it, or as they're making it. This can be some advice to have them think again, rethink their situation. There's always another alternative way. So I'm going to end this one out with the energy. Let's just keep all the energy positive and go with your day with no doubts, no grudges, no negative energy. Let's just throw all that out the window for a day, a couple of hours. Just see how you feel. Try to bring in all positive thoughts. Thoughts create your life. Thoughts create your depression. Thoughts create everything in your life, in your problems. So let's try to change that around. Do something that you never did before, It'll feel good. Don't look or seek for anybody's approval for you to feel good, for you to be happy. Don't think. Don't let somebody else's thoughts on what you want to do have you thinking and not doing it. Because we tend to do that. Fuck other people's thoughts, feelings. It's about you, your happiness, yourself. So I'm gonna get out of here and go get myself together and hit the road. And that's that. I holla.